Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday night edition, or the spring edition as we would call it, of Inside the Headset. We're live and on the air, and we've got a lot of great coaches we're going to talk to tonight and give them a chance to tell you a little bit about where they are and where they need to go before we get underway along about the third Friday night this fall for the 2024 season. Joining us right now. He's got 4 rings since he's been coaching in 6A football. He's been here in Rutherford County since 2015, coaching the Oakland Patriots. He has a record of around 117 wins and 10 losses. Got put out last year on that last state championship game and could not get that gold ball. Lost to Houston 24-9. We bring to you live and on the air the head coach of the Oakland Patriots, head coach Kevin Creasy. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Well, Stork, I was doing pretty good until you brought up that last game. I thought I was about over it, but thanks for putting a little salt in the wound and reminding me of what a loser I ended up being at the end of the year. Thanks.
Well, Coach, I'm so sorry as we kick off the show with that note, but a tough loss in the rain, and I was there, and not something we, like you said, the 2023 season is at the end, but gave it everything you had.
So, did you have an umbrella, or did you get drowned like the rest of us?
I tell you what, I lost my camera at halftime and was just praying it would come back on when I got home. So I stopped. I stopped at halftime. You saw the creation I brought to your eyes, and just
sounds like a tough night for all of us.
Yeah, and a tough night to execute, and sometimes you get in that situation, and there's only so much time on the clock. But let's talk about the 2024 season and where you're headed and where you're going, and Coach, after you do that, and you've been there to the state championship, how do you start when you is it just guys? It's appreciate you, and and you have a banquet and wish those well, and it's time to move on to 2024, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we hadn't had a banquet or anything. I don't know if we're going to have one, but we definitely do appreciate those seniors. They had a great run, one of the winningest classes to ever come through any school in Rutherford County. So I hated that we lost our last one. Everybody wants to always win your last game, but give credit to Houston. They played in the same weather that we did, and I actually won the fourth quarter on us, 10-9 going into the fourth quarter, and they won the fourth quarter, and the team that wins that fourth quarter usually wins the ball game, especially if it's a tight game. So, got to give Houston a lot of credit, and, to our seniors, we definitely appreciate everything they did, and, now we're training up some new seniors, started in the weight room, and got some agilities we just started 2 weeks ago. And, so these guys are hitting the ground running, and, got a talented bunch of juniors that are now seniors leading the way.
When you start talking about the defensive side of the ball, what do you got coming back, Coach?
We probably only lost a couple guys on defense, so we got about the whole defense coming back. We're real strong with the D-line, and then, of course, our linebacking core is going to lose a guy or two, but right there in the middle, Caleb Ellison, man, he's kind of the guy that makes all the calls, gets everybody lined up, and with him coming back, I think he was our leading tackler this past year. With him coming back, it's going to be huge. And then on the back end, you got Craig Tutt. It's only going to be a junior for us, but really getting a lot of offers and stuff. With major colleges. So, anytime you're strong up the middle like that, it's always a good thing. So we'll definitely lean on our defense this coming year.
Well, and those guys got a lot of runway, don't they, Coach, as far as where they can go into the second level after high school if they play, if they keep progressing.
Yeah. All they got to do is what they've been doing. I think we got a pretty good recipe for sending those guys to the next level, and not only sending them, but they, a lot of our guys get there and they start right away, they make an impact right away, and the biggest thing is they graduate. So as long as those guys stay on the straight and narrow and do what they've been doing, they're going to be successful.
When you start looking at the offensive side of the ball, and that's your wheelhouse, and you call the offense for the Oakland Patriots. Of course, Kyler's progressing along after his surgery and everything. But talk to us a little bit about guys like Avery Hainsworth and some of those running backs you'll have coming back.
Yeah, unfortunately for us, we've had 8 postseason surgeries. That's the most I've ever had. So,
wow,
we're just kind of getting repaired right now.
Well, yeah.
On the offensive side of the ball. Avery Hainsworth had another ankle surgery, so the day after Christmas, he's not fully recovered yet. He's not cleared. Kyler had a metal plate, connecting his clavicle together, after a second broken collarbone. Got some guys with, some shoulder issues, some labrums, bone spurs. It was definitely a season that took a toll on us, and especially on the offensive side of the ball. And hopefully we'll get all those guys, fixed up and ready to roll. And right now it's just been kind of a slow process getting some of those guys healed up because we had so many surgeries after the season.
What will that do for you as you look at spring practice? I mean, you'll go with what you got, but with Kyler not being able to go, where will that put you for your backup?
Yeah, Kyler will go. He's going to go, and he's going to get, a bunch of experience. He missed some games, so we think spring scrimmage is going to be good for him, and we'll get him rolling. And some of those guys, though, we know, what some of those guys can do, and so we're going to be real cautious. And along with being cautious, we feel like we'll be building some depth. So, a lot of times in spring, we feel like the best thing coming out of spring is discovering some people. And, last year we discovered Craig Tutt, and this year hopefully we'll discover some more guys and build depth along the way.
What do you got to do between now and that first game, Coach? What's the most important thing that, for this squad as you sit back and you kind of look over the template of the guys you got? What's the biggest thing you got to get done between now and then?
Between now and the spring game or
first game in August.
Yeah, we got a long ways to go. We are definitely in for a long summer, so we've just got to keep showing up and working like we've been doing. We got a long way to go, and then of course we got a tough schedule. Somewhere in the next 4 to 6 weeks, we'll be figuring out who we're playing week 2. Got a lot of options. Team out of Texas, team out of Mississippi, and about 4 teams out of Florida, all trying to get us to come on the road. We always try to take a road trip, so trying to get us on the road and come play them. And so we've got our work cut out for us. Independence is definitely a good team to start the season with, and then week 2 we'll have another big-time ball game. So our guys are going to have a long, hot summer, and it's going to be good for them because they're going to have a long season, and hopefully that long season equates into a real long postseason too.
Looking back at the game like you did with Center Grove, you like that? You like that now added in at your schedule early, regardless of what the situation is. If you have the template and the funds and whatnot, that you'd like to play a game like that. That's put you out there in the street.
Yeah, it's always good, to look back and see, how good Center Grove did this past year. We had trouble blocking one of their D linemen. Just found out that he won the state championship in wrestling in Indiana last week, and middle linebacker did a good job as well. But those kind of games prepare you for tough postseason games, and the only thing is it's rough raising the money to go on the road and take 100 players and 15 coaches, but it's one of those deals where you feel like it's kind of one of the good deals about going and playing at Oakland is you get to get on the road and play some of the best teams in different states. And then the only drawback is you just hope you don't get anybody hurt. And last year we did, and that's just football. That could happen when you're playing somebody next door to you. So You hope not to get anybody hurt, but at the same time, you definitely want to get you guys good competition, and that's what we always try to do.
Let's talk a little bit about fundraisers and things, and things you'll be doing to try to raise money between now and when we talk again in August. I kind of leave you guys alone, but please let the fans know what you got going on, Coach, as far as trying to raise money to go on trips like this.
Oh yeah. That's, like I said, that's one of the least fun parts. There's nothing fun about fundraising. That's
No, ways and means is not fun, Coach.
Yeah, man, I'm just telling you, it's one of those deals. We have our annual Night of Champions, and we have a lift-a-thon. So we're definitely trying to get our guys to raise some money for the lift-a-thon. Trying to get it completely digital if we can. We got to jump through some hoops for that to happen, but hopefully we can get that in order. And then, of course, we're going to have a huge jamboree again. I think we had a 12-team jamboree last year. We're going to have at least 10 teams in the jamboree this year, so we're expecting to make a lot of money off of our jamboree and lift-a-thon, and hopefully that at least pay for our travel costs.
Well, Coach, it's always a pleasure to talk with you. I understand the Oakland Patriots are still alive or participating in men's basketball as well as women's basketball, I guess. And Oakland's always had a tradition in Rutherford County of getting in that tournament and making a run for it.
Oh yeah. I'm coming to Oakland tonight to support the girls team. They had a huge win the other night against Cookeville, a team that beat them by 30 in the regular season. They go to overtime. Yeah, they go to overtime and win the other night, and so I'm looking forward to watching these girls play again. They played great the other night, and it's going to be another battle. It's a Rutherford County only, region championship. Between Blackman and Oakland, so it should be a barn burner at 7 o'clock. Everybody should come on out.
Yeah, I see that. Everything else good?
Yeah, going well.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you joining us on Inside the Headset as always, and glad I could get you in. And we're gonna slip down to Chattanooga and talk to the head coach of the Boyd Buchanan Buccaneers.
Yeah. I heard he has a new offensive coordinator. Maybe you can find out who it is.
Oh, really? Does he?
Yes, that should be question number 2.
That's question number 2.
I want to find out who he's
Did you have any coaching changes, or did you stay like you are?
No. So far, so good.
Well, he doesn't. Like he said last year when he picked up Country, his line coach, he said that he generally just calls other people and says, "Who do you like?" So I guess that's how he went about this.
Pretty good idea. Unless somebody's trying to get rid of somebody and then they give you a good recommendation just to get rid of them. You gotta watch out.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out.
I tell you. Coach, it's always a pleasure having you, and we'll talk to you again real soon. And as always, call me if you need anything.
Appreciate it, Stork. See you.
See you.